Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Screw the Bible, where we screw into the Bible and develop an understanding of what we read using our critical thinking skills. I am your favorite soldier turned evangelist, Forrest, and we are talking about faith. And I'm gonna definitely make an effort to get through this. My cat is in heat, and yeah, she's just going, just all the meows. I have faith that her heat won't last forever. But yeah, in the previous episode, talked about what faith is. And in this episode, we're going to talk about living by faith. And we're going to read from the Word, the book of James, chapter 2, verse 17. And it says, "In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." Man, it's a doozy right there. And for that discussion point, it says biblical faith is more than believing the right things. It produces action. We are not saved by our works. By genuine faith naturally leads to obedience, love, service, and a transformed life. Our actions become evidence of the faith we profess. Like, you just can't have faith and just sit around and wait for God to save you. If you do that, you'll just be waiting forever. You've got to take action steps. I remember watching the movie Malcolm X, and in it, the one guy that converted Malcolm to Islam, he said he had a pointed quote that says, "If you take a step towards God, God will take two steps towards you." And I know that's a different religion that's coming from, but I feel like a lot of these things can be used. Like, you can piecemeal kind of what you want if you feel like it's helping you strengthen your relationship. But faith, you got to put in that. You got to plant the seeds. You've got to water the seed. And in my case, where I want my music to be paying the bills. I just think about that. What else do I want to? Yeah, paying for a lot of other things. I can't just be like, "Yo, God, I want my music to take care of everything." Or fund everything. You have to be like, no, one, God, you're my source. And two, I got to make the music. I not only have to make the music, I have to put the music out. I have to market the music. And it's like one step will lead to another. And then next thing you look up, oh, bam, I'm here. And so here's some questions from that reading. According to James 2:17, what does faith look like? Kind of example what I said. Talking to God. You talk to God every day. Like, yo, God, what's going on? Where do I need to switch up? How can I better serve you? How is my art being a vessel that I can, people be led to you? And then you just go and you do the work. You do the work, you do the work, you do the work. You water the seeds, you till the soil, you do everything. You talk to the seed, you bless the seed. You want to plant your seed on good soil. That's another thing. And then one day, bam, it appears. The next question will be, what actions in your life demonstrate your faith in Christ? Man, moving to Mexico, I realized that I was not happy in the United States. And not that happiness is supposed to be tied to a location, but the place where I was in, it was just not helping with my mental health, with my sleep, with a lot of other stuff. And I took a leap of faith. I was like, yo, I don't want to be in this place because I wasn't being fulfilled. And I've taken a lot of leaps of faith, where it was joining the army, whether it was getting out the army, and different jobs I've taken. I've always taken those leaps and believed that God was going to take care of me, and God has. And let's see, what's the last question? And is there an area where God is calling you to move from belief to obedience? Man. Right here, doing this web series or podcast, whatever you want to call it, because I'm knowledgeable enough, because my dad, I feel like it was a seed planted by my dad, and it's like, how can I take my dad's legacy and move it forward? And it's like, oh, share the word like how my dad shared with me. So there we go. And that has been another episode of Screw the Bible. In the last episode, we did understanding what faith is. And then in this episode, it talks about walking by faith. And then tune in for the next episode about faith. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, gripes, Yelp reviews, prayer requests, leave them in the comments. Also, you can also support, also twice, but you can support the channel. We'll put that available if you want to keep this thing going. So keep being great. Peace.